Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to take a look for the first time primarily at John Prine, who was an American singer-songwriter, actually died a few years ago during COVID, early in COVID, and of COVID, unfortunately. He is a celebrated songwriter. Not everybody has heard his name, but many of them have heard songs that he wrote. One of them is Angel from Montgomery, which became a big hit for Bonnie Raitt, and it's kind of a standard now, actually. He also did songs called Hello in There and Sam Stone about a Vietnam vet, and Paradise, and Dear Abby. He did a great parody of the old advice column, Dear Abby. He had a lot of friends in the music business, and his death hit a lot of people hard. We're going to look at a song off his last album, which came out in 2018. He had actually been asked by his wife, who also runs his record label, said, "You think you could do another album? It's been 13 years. And he's, okay, all right. So, he finished off 10 songs. This one is a favorite of a number of artists. I know that Jackson Browne has covered it in recent times. It's one of the better songs on the record, I would have to say, although it's a great record. It really is. The name of the record is The Tree of Forgiveness. I am familiar with the song and the record, but this is a music video that was produced at the time that I have never seen before, and I thought it would just be fun to see one. I also want to note that we did feature John one other time in a video that was labeled Pow's Choice and had to do with the song Clay Pigeons, because he also covered that song and did really an amazing job on it. And so his version is part of that video, which features a few different versions of that song. So, Adrian, I should ask you about your experience with John Prine.
Well, this guy had escaped my attention too long. I should have heard of him a million times. But, I've read about him a little bit. This guy was as influential as anybody else you could name.
Yeah.
Looks like, discovered by the likes of Roger Ebert and Chris Christopherson, who invited him to be an opening act for him.
That's right.
The first album was released in 1971 to be followed by a string of other albums and a boatload of awards and accolades, too.
Yep, he won the Grammy a couple of times. Now, you may, like I say, people may not have heard of him, but he was incredible. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and check this song out. And we'll discuss it further afterwards. All right?
All right.
Summer's ends around the bend just flying. The swimming suits are on the line just drying. I'll meet you there for our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Well, you never know how far from home you're feeling until you've watched the shadows cross the ceiling. Well, I don't know, but I can see it snowing. In your car, the windows are wide open. Just come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Valentines break hearts and minds at random. That old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. Well, I can see that you can win for trying. And New Year's Eve is bound to leave you crying. Come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. just come on home. The moon and stars hang out in bars just talking. I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was haunted. Summer's end came faster than we wanted. Come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. There's a little note on the end about proceeds going to, and talking about a national helpline for substance abuse. And one of his more famous songs is about Sam Stone, the Vietnam veteran, who died a heroin addict after he got back from the war. So it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe we should look at the lyrics, to check it out. But what were your general thoughts on that, Adrian?
The guy has a talent for humor, but also deep poetry and lyrics. He has a tone like he's telling you something in just a plain manner, and the lyrics seem to reflect that.
Yeah.
They're pretty powerful, too.
Yeah, he's good at that, at making a very simple phrase that's very powerful,
Yeah.
He's also got a sharp sense of humor. I don't know that we had much of that in this particular song. Maybe a little bit, though. He just had a way about saying things. It's interesting.
I was also thinking of Dear Abby.
Oh, yeah.
The guy has a talent for humor.
That's right. Well, let's look at some of the words. I was looking at the main character in there, the little girl, and couldn't quite figure out why she was crying. But then they went to the gravesite later. I was wondering if somebody had died or if she was just missing her mom. I wasn't sure about that part. Yeah, if anybody knows or caught it, mention it below. I'm kind of hesitant to go back and watch the video again right now. But let's go ahead and look at the lyrics for a second. And by the way, he does have a co-writer on this song named Pat McLaughlin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the song is Summer's End is around the bend, just flying. The swimsuits are on the line, just drying. I'll meet you there per our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Well, you never know how far from home you're feeling till you watch the shadows cross the ceiling. Well, I don't know, but I can see it snowing. In your car, the windows are wide open. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Come on home. These are definitely his words. This sounds like John Prine. So, Valentines break hearts and minds at random. That old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. Well, I can see that you can't win for trying, and New Year's Eve is bound to leave you crying. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. And then the last one is the moon and stars hang out in bars, just talking. I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was haunted. Summer's end came faster than we wanted. Very simple, very simple phrases, but very powerful when strung together like that. And they are a little bit funny, if you read them one at a time. But strung together, they make this powerful statement.
Well, I sort of got a similar lesson from like Neil Young's writings. He writes very simple songs, and it seems like both of them prove that it's not a simple matter to write a simple song.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, absolutely. They could say a lot in just a few words, and that's the thing. Yeah, he was a real treasure. Apparently, this album made number 5, which was his best rank of all time in his whole career. So people were catching on, to his importance as his time went on. He also had a bout with cancer, which explains, I don't know if anybody's seen earlier pictures of him, but he looks quite different than he does in this video. That's because he had some kind of issue in his neck and required surgery, and so it actually kind of changed the way he looked a little bit and how he sung as well. But didn't change his mind at all. I mean, his mind was still very sharp, so.
Well, as I said, I should have heard of him a million times. I blame myself, but also the likes of all late musicians, Ozzy, Lemmy, and Frank Zappa, and probably Hendrix somewhere too, for distracting me from this fine musician and poet. And that said, I do have early memories of the song Dear Abby.
Yeah.
I just found out this morning that was him.
Our mom is a fan of John Prine going way back.
Yes.
So that's how I've known him, because Dear Abby and other songs like Sam Stone caught my ear. All right, so folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? And if you are familiar with John Prine, have you ever heard this song before? Have you heard his last album, The Tree of Forgiveness? It's not even a very long album. It's only 32 minutes long, but it is so worth your time. It's an incredible record. Give your thoughts on what you just heard. Let us know, of course, if you ever saw him in concert or anything like that, or if you've got a shelf full of his records. Would love to hear about that. And other suggestions, too, you can leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this, and we will catch you on the next one. All right, take care, folks.
See you all later.